A shy American billionaire is helping transform Queensland's medical research, and in doing so, he's saving lives.
And he's 81 years old. Few people on earth have given away more.
The reclusive philanthropist donated $27.5 million to the improved facility.
He is quite likely the world's most generous and modest donor. Chuck is the man who had it all and gave it all away.
I enjoyed what I did. I enjoyed particularly the people that I worked with, and I was always thinking that I don't need another $1 million. It doesn't add anything to your life. It may make life a bit more comfortable for you, but I'm not uncomfortable today.
I got a phone call one day from him, and he said, I have a big announcement. And he said, I just wanted you to know that I've given everything away. And I said, you mean every penny? And he said, I've given it all away to a foundation. And I said, oh, well, that's good if that's what you want to do, you know.
Chuck doesn't own a car, doesn't own a house, has one pair of shoes and a $15 watch.
Did you not at any stage wonder yourself, am I going nuts? Am I doing the right thing here?
No, I suppose you always question business decisions, and this was, in effect, a type of business decision.
I think Atlantic came into South Africa at a very significant time when the country was in transition. We didn't know quite what was going to come out the other side. A lot of people were coming into South Africa and pretending to be the saviors. Atlantic worked through South African organizations and said, you're the people who must come up with your own solutions, but we are going to try and support you.
We South Africans had the only prison in the world, we say with the dubious pride, where both Gandhi and Mandela were locked up. And that's where we decided to build our court, in the heart of that prison. Governments don't invest strongly in humanity's dreams. They invest in humanity's immediate needs. And here we were asking for an investment in a dream. And this mysterious organization, whom we all knew because they didn't want their name to be known, Atlantic Philanthropy, we learned afterwards, was there.
Here was someone external to ourselves, having faith in us. And the psychological impact was tremendous. I give you some, find some somewhere else, and we got a deal. I wrote a letter to Naledi Pandor, in which I asked her if she would give me 200 million as well. And together we would build the greatest life sciences building in Africa. And she did.
We've effected a revolution of sorts, and that revolution would not have been possible without the steadfast support of Atlantic. Whereas in 2004, not one single person in South Africa was receiving treatment through the public health sector. As we sit here today, 2 million people are receiving treatment through the public health sector and are alive as a result of receiving that treatment.
I would not be standing here. I would not have 2 kids if tech didn't do what it had to do.
It's only Atlantic who realized the importance of a group of organizations working to provide service to refugees and migrants in this country through advocacy, research, support at the borders, and organizations like ours that work really directly with refugees and migrants.
When Atlantic entered the picture in South Africa in the early 2000s, I think it was at quite a critical moment in terms of the development of LGBTI activism. And what we saw is a real commitment from LGBTI activists to advance an agenda of law reform and really take our constitutional principles of equality and dignity and make sure that they were appropriately reflected in all our laws and in all our policies in a democratic state.
The board decided that Atlantic would be a limited life foundation and it would spend down its endowment over a period of time. And out of that came a philosophy of looking at areas where, over a relatively short period of time, you could focus and have real impact.
Chuck Feeney embodies the spirit of the Giving Pledge, and I have no doubt he's inspired many of the world's leading philanthropists that'll have very positive impact for generations to come.
If you were to sit and count the success stories and the contributors coming from Atlantic Philanthropies, one is extremely humbled by that, because we have seen that changing the lives of our people in a very big way.
I mean, when Chris said, you know, what will it take for you to fulfill your dream? I was blown away. I had never heard that from a funder before.
Extraordinary. Deep, profound.
The most important thing for him now is to spread the gospel of giving while living and to influence more people who have money to give it away and to give it away wisely.
I'm not here to tell anybody what they should do with their money. If you make your money, you do what you want with it. But I think there is an obligation, certainly, for the haves to reach out and to look at, see what they can do.